Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Marji's Mobile Detail here. In this very first video today, I'm going to be working on a 2011 Ford Fusion here. Little background behind this vehicle. It's a pretty well used car for a family of 5 people that used it for about over the last decade, so it's definitely had a run for its money. No real problems when it comes to under the hood, but as you can tell with some of these before shots, it definitely needs an inside detail. The owner informs me that they never kept up with it too well. This would be its first detail in its lifetime, so today I'm certainly going to have the work cut out for me, as you'll see on some of those shots again. Looking at the outside, however, it's not all too bad. The owner purchased the ultimate interior package that I offer, so while they didn't request an exterior detail, I did end up giving them a quick spray down with the pressure washer off camera. So in this video today, I'll be going through with my rigid vac, dust off the dashboard, the doors, and other plastics and crevices using a detail brush with the vacuum. After that, I will follow up using my McCulloch steamer for the more embedded grime on the detachable plastics in areas like the door wells. Third step for this detail today is to power drill the carpets and upholstery using Chemical Guy's carpet and upholstery cleaners. Then follow that up with the extracting machine. My preferred extractor is the Bissell Little Green Pro. Once all is said and done, I quickly wipe down any spots I may have created using the power drill or any other machines in the process, because usually when doing the power drill, things fly everywhere and makes somewhat of a mess, and so I'll clean it up afterwards. So with all of that said, let's get right into the detail. So starting off with the vacuuming process, this is definitely the most crucial part of the detail, because in order to make any process when it comes to extracting or steaming, the interior should be fully vacuumed in order to properly do those later steps. This is to avoid making any unintentional stains with any leftover debris. It also makes the extracting easier later on, since the Bissell does not pick up large debris. Thankfully though, this Fusion is an older 2011 model, so the carpets are slightly above average in quality, and most of the mess can be removed using the vacuum. I will be sure to be thorough and make many passes with the vacuum in order to move on to extracting. When it comes to the seats though, it is also very important to make sure that you pull the cushions apart to also ensure that the crumbs and other small debris are vacuumed up as well. Okay, so if you didn't notice in the first shot of vacuuming in the video, I was recording with a tripod attachment that had broken in half in a storm in a previous detail. The tape I used to keep it together until the replacement came in was not working too well. It was in this part where it actually broke off on camera. So between cuts, I just chose to Gorilla Tape it together, and it has not moved since. I actually still use it now and just kept the replacement as a backup for when this one inevitably destroys itself beyond the help of Gorilla Tape. So with the process of vacuuming all out of the way, I will now begin steaming different plastics around the car, like door panels, cup holders, and any removable pieces. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll use it for more stuck on grime, like cup holders, where you get a lot of buildup and stuff, where it's a lot harder to just wipe it down. While on just like the dashboard and most of the door panels, I'll just resort to using an APC and just wiping them down. Since they're not too dirty, then they will come off with just a quick wipe. Cup holders, anything hard to get like that, great for the steamer, really helps out there. What I also find handy with the hard to reach spots is when you remove the brush nozzle, you can also use it to blast in between the cracks where a lot of stuff can build up into. And you'll also notice that I used the steamer to clean the seat belts in the car, since those were pretty dirty as well. So when it comes down to it, the APC and McCulloch steamer combination just gets everything I need out. With vacuuming and steaming out of the way, I'll begin by using a mixture of hot water and the Chemical Guys carpet and upholstery spray, following that up with the power drilling using the brush attachments. As you may have noticed, I am using a medium yellow brush which has bristles that are slightly more stiff than the light white brush attachments. I opted to use yellow since many of these stains in the carpets and seats are pretty old and I will need the extra strength to help loosen them out of the fibers. Finally, once I finish the power drilling with my medium yellow brushes, I can move on to using the Bissell. With this, I will make several passes over the carpets, making sure to go in 2 different directions. This is to make sure I extract everything out that I possibly can. As you may have noticed, I did opt in to power drill a second time after I finished extracting the driver footwell the first time, just because some of the stains didn't fully come out and I wanted to loosen it a little more, just to make sure that I can get everything that I possibly could out. Okay, so here are the final shots of this Fusion after I finish the detail. After seeing what it looked like before, I think it's safe to say that the owner is going to love this transformation. Before I conclude the video here, I would just like to wrap it up by introducing myself in the conclusion. Currently, what I am doing here is just detailing as a hobby in my local area. I don't plan to have any sort of set schedules, maybe upload videos here and there, mainly because details that I do have scheduled are pretty spread apart and it's kind of just starting, rolling along maybe. We'll see where it goes. I do look forward to what I can do with the channel and all of the different ways that I can create content to send out to the viewers. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the first detail on the channel here. Send a like and maybe even a subscribe this way if this is something you're interested in, and I'll see you in the next video.